Hey guys, welcome back. I hope everyone's doing great. I do want to reach out to anyone that was affected by the storms, especially my subs and everything. I hope all of you did fared through that well. I saw it was much worse out west. It was just like a Florida storm to us. So we had a tremendous amount of rain, which we needed. It's windy and cooler today, but this is typical for this area more. But I am, praying for all of you. I hope you did. Hope you did well. I was praying for all of y'all out that way. So I'm out here in our smaller greenhouse. It's busy season. It's seeds. We're direct sowing certain things because we can do that here in Florida earlier. Our orange blossoms come up, so that smells wonderful. Huckleberry caught another swarm. So we had that going on the last couple of days into last week through the weekend. So we have a new hive of that. Just, blessings. I have the 3 baby goats. I know I have not edited and put the bits and pieces of any videos and pictures together of them. I will. I just haven't sat to really mess with things like much on my computer. I just haven't, and it's really I can't truthfully say I mean we're busy all the time, but at night I can do stuff like that. I just haven't felt like being on my computer doing stuff. To be real honest, I haven't, and I never do things fancy. You see me out here on the phone and everything else. Camera's crooked, lighting's awful. That's just how I do. But the 3 baby goats, they're doing fantastic. You may hear them. They're right here. That's the mama goat. They're doing great. And of course, everybody wants to keep all 3 of them, which I very may well, because that will be it for us for goats for a while. I do love having goats on a homestead. I do. And the daddy Tucker, we banded him when Meadow was pregnant with this last pregnancy she had. Because we knew, because I don't overbreed mine, and I knew I didn't want to keep breeding her anymore, even though she's only had 2, but she had 3 this last one. So that's it. And if they keep the boy out of the 3, I'll band him at 10 weeks. So there's no interbreeding just to have him. But I do love goats for the homestead for many different reasons. So I'm fine with that. We're praying. I'm hoping I'll get a calf sometime this year, towards the end of the year, early next year, from Anna. Anna is her name's Savannah. That's her registered name. We call her Anna. And Bruno. I hope we get something from them as well. But all the critters are doing great, and we're busy. Seeds and just everything we're doing. And Huckleberry's across the field. I can see him barely through here. I hear him. He's out there on the tractor. So things are moving along, which is good because I am a stay busy person. I am not a person, even if we're sitting down watching a movie, I have to have something I am working on and feeling like I'm being productive. I have been like that my whole life. I'm just like that. Which brings me to some things that has been on my mind. I did a video, I guess maybe it was my last video, and I had talked about the RA diagnosis, and I had been having some symptoms and things going on. So with that, and it's not new as in my symptoms, it's just a new that it was stamped with the label and diagnosed. But with that and some of the progression things that have been going on and the things that we're in busy season, I am having to learn, and all of us have to do this at different times for different reasons, is to pace myself differently. With that said, that is not in my personality to be that way. And so that has been a little bit of a struggle for me. And Huckleberry there are certain days he'll say, "Oh, you overdid it, didn't you?" And he'll get frustrated because I'm not one of those. I am not a feminist over the top. I don't need any help. I'm not like that, but I'm busy. I'm hands on, and that's just the way I am. And I always want to be productive. I always have a list of things going or things I'm adding to the list. So that has been, I think that's been more mentally challenging for me to do and pace myself differently. But, we all have different times in our life or different things going on that may happen. But otherwise, we're doing great. And the farm is doing great. And there's always a million things to do out here. And the list never stops. And there's always repairs. And some days, I think because I'm having to pace myself differently, it can almost feel overwhelming at times. So again, I'm just being honest about things I'm dealing with, that I can feel that way because I know, like, well, I don't I don't have the upper body strength that I used to do these certain things, or as long, or things I used to be able to do more easily. So that's just being honest and vulnerable about that situation that's going on. But I'm learning to deal with that and trust God through it. And there's so many things. When I feel like that, I always try to go back and think, because it can be frustrating. I get frustrated with myself about things. I try to remember there's so much going on, and that we have, and growing things, and things we're going to leave to different generations, our children and grandchildren, things like that. And I think it's important that we all remember, and it is a blessing for all of us to grow older. It is. I'm always grateful. Hey, I've got gray hairs coming in, and I'm getting older because so many are gone way too early. There's so much that we have that used to be things that we prayed for. And so I try to hold on to that. And so when I feel discouraged or something, I think there's so much so many prayers answered, so many things that, you end up taking for granted, not purposefully, but you take for granted because those are things you used to pray for, and you're living it, you have it. And I'm not even just talking about materialistic things at all. But so that helps keep things, me about being, keep things in perspective and fix your focus. And I have to do those things myself as well. So that's what's kind of going on. And I am busy. There's little things. I saw these at the Dollar Tree. There's these little things because I need gardening things all the time. You can never have enough of these little labels. And they have these. That's what I'm sitting here fidgeting with. Like I told you, I have to fidget all the time with something. They have a bunch of these. So, and they're at the Dollar Tree. And those type of things, I tell you all the time, certain things don't have, certain things you need to I need to spend more money on this because you get what you pay for. When I talk about certain supplements and everything, that is true. And there's other things when you're homesteading, you're farming, however you want to label it, whatever life you're living, things don't have to be expensive and fancy all the time, okay? Rarely ever get things to work. And I picked up a bunch of these, $1.25 each. I picked up a stack of these, and they're little three. I love doing herbs or different things in those as well. So they have those. They have little cute things like that you can grab, and they're useful. And these three stackable ones, I'm sure most of you have all seen them. Is you rotate these, and they stack up nicely, and you can keep going up. Now, do they have more expensive, probably better, sturdier, maybe thicker than what these are? Probably so, but that's what works for what I need them for. They're going to work just great. So that's something else. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. We have stuff going everywhere. There's stuff all around me. Stuff on the floor. There's stuff everywhere. I have 4 big pots that have starters. We've been doing for over a year, probably this big. We have the purple type mulberries. We have white mulberries. We have some weeping willow trees. We have a bunch of starter little trees I've got to go get in the ground. And we just moved a whole bunch of blueberry bushes that a friend of ours gave us a whole bunch of blueberry. Those are my dogs out there. They gave us a bunch of blueberry bushes that we have. So we moved those right before the storm hit on Sunday. I think we moved them Saturday. And we got the garden stuff going. So that's what we're doing. Doing the things and learning to pace myself, which doesn't always put me in the best of mood. Because I want to go and do, and then I get frustrated with myself. And then that night or the next morning, I am suffering because it's mainly upper body with the RA stuff. For myself, I have to differentiate the EDS versus RA stuff. My shoulders, my wrist, and my hands. I've been losing strength in that, which, I'm having to deal with that in my own way. But also, you have to stay busy. Body emotion stays in motion. That's a big thing with holistic natural medicine. And anything else is you can't let yourself just deteriorate, as the dogs are going to fight right against the greenhouse door. That's the way it is. Because you can see them back there. They'll probably come through there. But anyways, I want to touch base with you guys. I hope everyone's doing well and you're doing the things. I know some of you are like, oh, it's way too early. It's real cold still. I understand that too. And again, that's something to be thankful for here in Florida. We grow at least 10 months out of the year. We're able to here. So I just want to touch base with you guys. I hope everyone's well. Stay well. God bless. And I'll see you next time.